There's a storm coming. Well, I spent the day cleaning out the tractor shop, sort of better than it was, but it's not. You have to excuse the mess and whatever bugs on my head. So I got this project. It's a long-term project, but I'm kind of excited for it. I've been thinking this project over, and it's the more I think about it, the cooler it gets in my brain. It's like, it's a cool project. But first, I gotta finish another project before I can really dive into that. And there's some things you never thought you wanted to do them, and you don't really. It's not your thing, but you do something long enough, and somebody's going to ask you to do work for them, and you're like, I don't know. I don't really want to paint a Kubota. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's orange and blue, but a lot of work on this hood. It was in rough shape. The grill, I just managed to luckily stumble across somebody selling a grill shell, because that was all that's left of the original grill, and I still have to make brackets to hold it in the right spot. But I got the side panels, which are, I was trying to strip that one. It's not pleasant. The rims to do and the fenders. But it's turning out okay. It's not the best restoration. Well, it's not a restoration. It's a paint job. But I fixed a few things. Got the tack working and the fuel gauge working. I don't know anything about the switches or the lights wiring, but it's going okay. I couldn't find the right. Well, I didn't. You can find the right color blue, but it's expensive. So I found a close enough color blue and a close enough color orange. These old Kubotas have a different paint code than the modern Kubotas. But it's looking okay. This is the leftover piles I have to sort through and get done. The side panels, the fenders, these little kick plates that go on the side and from the pedals, and then that stack of tires and rims. I hate, stripping rims. And they got the cross bolts. If the paint's not too bad, I'm just gonna scuff them up, and it'll be okay. This is a lot of cleaning and paint prep. This thing, I tell you, what do you think of these tires? These tires, I think they came off of a rototiller or something, but they were in Grandpa's junk pile for a long time. Then they're in Dad's junk pile for a long time. Then they're in my junk pile for a long time, and I think I found a home for them. I might get them rubber filled, like this thing and that. Anyway, it's cool. I like them. They're like vintage. They're Goodyears. So they got the Goodyear diamonds in between the lugs, just like the rear tire has the Goodyear diamonds between. Anyway, don't get into the tires. That's a whole nother ramble. The hood is really good shape. Like it's straight. There's not a single dent in any of it. The problem with the Cubs is that the hood and the gas tank are one piece, so you can't just take a hood off. Anyway, that's good shape. They came from Missouri, apparently. The radiator bolster is shot, which isn't an issue for me. I actually got another bolster from the other Cub that was brazed, and it holds fluid. But I don't need a radiator for this project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the really nice pieces. Out of the two Cubs I have this one, and then I have my 53. This is a 47, so it's got a magneto, which is kind of cool. I'm going to take the two best pieces of each tractor and put them together and make one really nice Cub. And then what's left over is going to be a tinker toy. I'm going to stick an electric motor in there. We're going to play with some battery systems. We're going to see if an electric tractor is possible to replace a gasoline or a petrol-powered tractor. How many batteries do you need? How's the battery technology going to evolve? Can I make a battery pack and swap a battery pack as I'm using this one, charging the other battery? You switch them out. How many battery packs do I need to run continuously? There's a lot of data I can acquire and reason with and figure out. Is electric tractor a possible thing for the future? Can we do it with battery technology we have, or has battery technology got to improve? So the battery's going to be an expensive part of the electric motor. It's costly, but I can get something cheap and working to prove that electric Cub is cool. The battery is just long term. Where's the battery technology going to be to make this actually run for work? I don't use the Cub for work a lot, but I do use it for hauling hay trailers. And I have a belly mower, and on the little 10 horsepower Cub motor, that belly motor's too much power, too much work for that little motor. It doesn't do well for mowing tall grass. It maybe mows a yard, but it's slow. So anyway, oh, and it's got a carb that's not dinked up. My other Cub carburetor, people over torque these screws and it squishes the cork gasket and it ended up bending the top plate of the carb. This one's straight. So I just bought an eBay $30 carburetor from my other Cub before I started on this project. I thought up this project. But, so I got a good carburetor. The exhaust manifold has like barely been, it's got a little stick weld for holding the muffler on. It's got lights, factory style lights, spare motor. The battery I think takes a charge, but something isn't working. I haven't figured out why the wiring isn't working yet. Something, the magneto. It's just I can't. The wiring is so. Why doesn't it work? Anyway, that's a long video. I'm excited for this project, is what I'm saying. But I got to finish that project before I have to get on this project, and that's going to take all fall on the planting, and then I'm still in hay season. Luckily, all the hay is done. First cutting is over with. We just finished second cutting alfalfa, so now we get a rainstorm to replenish everything. Life's not bad right now. It's a little stressful at times, but I like to come in here and dream up these little silly tractor projects of an electric Cub compared to a gasoline Cub. But man, electric Cub, wouldn't that be sweet? Just a little beep. Anyway, if you ever driven a Cub, they're a blast. Just figure electric Cub is gonna be really fun. Anyway, there's my shop. I need to clean up messes and rainy day fun shenanigans in the shop.